What's happening, good people? It's your boy DJ DLott. Welcome to House Culture Conversations. So happy that you guys could join us tonight. It's going to be a great conversation tonight. Can't wait for you to join the conversation with our guests tonight. Couple quick things. DJ Dewey B has attended to some personal things tonight, so I'm going to be flying solo, but his spirit is with us. DJ Dewey B, all the best to you while you handle your biz tonight. And that means immediately following this show, I'm doing double duty tonight. I am going to guest on Evolution's House Music Sessions for DJ Dewey B tonight. So immediately following, give me a couple of minutes to get out of this gear, get the DJ gear on, and we're going to go over to twitch.tv/DJ Dewey B, and we're going to rock out for about an hour and a half or two. And hope you will stay tuned for that immediately following. Also, last week, we kicked off the Bears pop-up. It is a Bear Down pop-up. Anytime the Bears win, we popping up. We're going to have an after party, a virtual after party on my station, twitch.tv/DJ DLott, and we're going to party hard and get it going, talk about the game, enjoy the game. Tomorrow they play the Raiders. So, I got a bunch of our folks out there. I know DJ Alicia's out there. Good luck to you out there, and you're doing your thing. And I know C Mo is out there. I know G Whip. A lot of folks are out there for that game tomorrow, and they're going to be celebrating afterwards, DJing, partying, and so forth. So be tuned in tomorrow for the Bears game. A lot of good stuff. And if they win, I'm popping up, and we're going to get down. We're going to be jamming. Without further ado, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about house music, house culture. Let me get my guest, DJ, producer, Jerome O. What's happening, Jerome? What's up?
What's up? Blessings, everyone. How's everyone doing this evening?
We're doing fantastic, man. I am so glad we were able to get this done. I have been recently a big fan of your show on Twitch, and I just appreciate the connection. It's been really good. In this crazy world of COVID and all that's going on, how are you doing?
Well, first of all, let me say thank you for all the support that you have given to myself and the channel and everyone that comes into the I Love Music 2 Mondays chat on Mondays. As far as COVID goes, it's unfortunate that what's going on around the world with it. Me, myself, I was affected by the COVID. Nothing major. It did sit me down for a while, but it was a gift and a curse. One, I got sick, but mine's only lasted for a few days. It did. When it sat me down, it gave me a lot of time that I never really set aside to produce and work on music. So the time that I was confined and quarantined to this room right here, I took the time to be creative, and I made 3 EPs in maybe less than a month. And, 2 of them were edits, 2 of them edits, and 2 of them tracks, musical. So like I said, that's my definition of the gift and the curse as it pertains to COVID. So, it's a bad thing that happened, but it gave me the time for me to find myself and to, continue to do what I love to do.
Well, I tell you what, the chat is heating up already. So I just want to say, hey, welcome everybody. I hope I get everybody. Dark Paradox, what's happening? You see all these people? I know that some of you
I can't see anybody. I just see right
should
now.
be on the screen.
Okay, I see Dark Paradox, Kane Wise.
Yeah,
okay, 141, I see you. 141, Dark Paradox. Those are 2 of my mods. So 141 and Dark Paradox are, 2 of my mods.
This is Babu, all the way from New Zealand. Babu, what's happening? He loves house music.
Blessings, Babu. I appreciate you taking the time to come and join us for House Music Conversations.
Oh, my gosh. Well, so anyway, let's get right into it. Tell the folks a little bit about your history, where you're from, where you went to school, and how you got into this thing called house.
Let's see. So got started in about 84, 85, freshman in high school. Introduced it to my late best friend, DJ John Scott. He introduced it to me. He and I dated some girls that were lived in the same building. And one day I was going over and he was in the garage playing. I'm like, wait a minute, what's that music? Who playing that? And, she's like, oh, that's my cousin's boyfriend back there in the garage making all that noise. I'm like, shit, okay, let's go back there. and that's where it started. So it was him like they lived in a 2-flat building. It's a funny story. They lived in a 2-flat building, and I dated the cousin that lived on the first floor. My partner John Scott and my other best friend Kay and Lexi dated the cousins that lived on the second floor. So it would be me, Johnny, and Kay. And instead of us coming over there to see our girlfriends at the time, we came over there to DJ and work on music. And of course, in the 80s, 85, 86, Kay and Lexi was the hot thing. He produced, Don't You Know, and a couple of other tunes with Mr. Lee and Larry Heard in them. And I followed in his footsteps. So Johnny was the DJ, Kay was the producer. So I had the best of both worlds. Did a lot of house parties back in the days. The Hummingbird, played a couple of parties with Gene Hunt. The McCormick Place opened up. Took a hiatus, raised a family. Here I am now.
Now, where'd you go to school?
Went to grammar school. I went to Powell. High school, I graduated from South Shore.
Okay, South Shore, East Side.
That's right, South Shore Tar, class of '88, representing me, Ron Carroll, DJ Box, DJ Rush. A lot of people didn't know Rush came from South Shore. There's a couple of big names out there that came from the shore. College, I did a stint at U of I. Went to Northeastern Illinois here, came back, and started the family. And like I said, bypass all that. Here I am now.
Hey, well, everybody, thank you guys so much for your support and all of the comments that are coming in. I'm trying to keep up with them.
K-Love, I saw you popping in.
Hey, that's it. I appreciate you guys so much. And I want to make a special announcement. One of the things we did this past Friday, because you also have a Friday show, right?
Right, I do a Friday. We've got Friday Vibes and Vibrations. So that's another show that I did by myself, because previously I was doing a Friday show with Alex Agor and Studio 64, and we called it, man, I forgot because I got so much stuff going on in my head. Friday show was global vibrations, global frequency Fridays. That's what it is, global frequency Friday. Blessing Stephen Ruff, my other partner in crime, Ruff Rock. So we did global frequency Fridays. We all took a hiatus from that, and everybody chose to do their own thing. So I created my own spinoff, Friday Vibes and Vibrations. So that keeps me busy, on Mondays and Fridays to do this thing that I love and makes me happy. I'm good. What's up, Kane Wise? I'm good, Ruff.
That's it. They are definitely loving you and loving the work that you do, the music that you play. One of the interesting things I love about the music you play on your shows is they're a little bit, I don't want to say different, but you definitely play off the new music vibe.
I try to stay fresh in every set. So, I might get a lot of kickback from these statements, but I like to play new. I'm sorry. I have a couple of gems that I play, but I'm like a lot of other DJs in here. I spend a lot of money on music. And, like I said, and there's a bunch of good music out here that a lot of DJs won't play, or I won't say won't play. They're afraid to play it because they're afraid that the masses won't adapt to it, so they won't play it. So they'll play what I call safe music. And that safe music keeps them in the position to stay noticeable to promoters and to party goers. Whereas myself, hey, if you come into a Jerome O set, you're gonna probably hear something you've never heard before, or something more obscure, or I try to introduce new music to people. Some people actually like new. Yeah. And I stand behind that. I take a lot of time putting my music together before a show, kind of thumbing through stuff. And like I said, I try to keep a fresh sound. I got a couple of people who want to hear specific songs. And if I know that they're in my chat, I'll kind of, cater to them a little bit too. But I like to keep my sounds fresh. And I won't play silly. You won't hear, no disrespect to anybody, you won't hear Baby I'm Scared of You.
Hey, well, Ken Wise said that's facts. And I tell you what, any DJ that's listening, any DJ that crate is full of that safe music and you want to expand, you want to tune in to DJ Jerome O, because I agree with you. He plays a lot of new music. And, if we think about the music back in the day, what got us so excited it wasn't so much the fact that it was safe music at the time, because it was new to us then. And
Right.
it's the vibe, it's the groove, it's how you feel with that music. And a lot of this new music, man, the grooves, the vibes, they just go all through you. So I appreciate your comments there. And I definitely think we ought to, stand up against safe music.
Right. Hey, and like I said, there's some tunes that hold some nostalgic value to some people who want to hear it. But, I'm sorry, you might not hear it in a Jerome O set. And, like I said, that throughout my chat, I get a lot of, hey, what's that? Hey, what's that? I get a lot of whispers. Hey, what's that? And I'm fine with, I don't care about sharing music, because me myself being a producer, I want people to be exposed to my music. So then now from a producer standpoint, you want to hear people talk about, you want people to hear it. I don't want my music to just get lost in the, the Track Source catalog or the Bandcamp catalogs. So it's from a producer standpoint, I want to grow, I want to elevate, I'm educating myself on other people's sound. I want to educate other people. There is a ton, and I emphasize, there's a ton of dope music out here, and people will hear it, and people want to hear it. They want to be exposed to it. It's like a kid climbing out of bed. They want to walk, but before they climb out of bed, they know they're gonna fall. So my thing is, like, I'm gonna play new music. My numbers might not reflect that on chat or in my chat room, but they're growing. And the people that are following me in my chat, the 25, 30, 50, hey, they're comfortable listening to what I'm playing.
That's it.
To my brother Prescott Loren, I see you, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, DJ Dewey B, what's up? What's
up?
Yes,
Dewey B, I appreciate the opportunity, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, we miss you tonight, and I hope you like the set. I'm going to do some Afro-Latin for you tonight, DJ Dewey B, just for you. I've curated a set just for you to groove to. But I want to finish that thought. Earlier I was saying, because we've hit it off, and on Friday we did a giveaway of this t-shirt right here, I Love Music to Mondays, on your Friday show. Anyone that is on this show that is following my station, twitch.tv/DJ DLott, following your station, and was on Friday, and you happen to be one of the winners, I got something extra for you for your support. If at the end of the show, I'm going to say go. And the first 3 people in the comments, we're going to send you either this original vintage House Culture t-shirt or the latest, whichever one we got in your size.
Right.
But we want to, show you guys that we love you so much for supporting us. DJ Jerome O, just your fans are awesome. I love the way you guys chat, even here tonight. You guys get it. You're talking not only to us, but to each other, building each other up, because it's about community. So my next question for you is, why has this thing been so successful? Why is house 30, 40 years later, after we was playing it in high school, it's worldwide, it's huge? Why do you think that is?
A big factor of it goes back to what I said. There's a lot of good music out here that people are exposed to, 1. 2, technology has allowed a lot of people who ordinarily wouldn't be a DJ if you didn't have certain programs to make it easier, to make music. So it's in the essence, a lot of people who listen to music are able to produce the same music now. So, and then, like I said, now you got people with certain programs, you can make edits. So there's a whole lot of different revenues. I mean, revenues that you can take to be a part of the music, and it's expanding. When you talk about DJing, nobody wanted to go record shopping. Now you can do everything on the internet. You can buy 100 songs for $100. Back in the days, $100 was full record. You try the gramophone, you put 10 in the tank, stop and get you a Polish sausage from, Chicago Dog, and you probably have 4 or 5 records to put in your bag. And you was happy with them 4 or 5 records. Now, the accessibility to music has evolved, and it's easier for a lot of DJs that had the opportunity back then to do it. Be it file sharing, pirating, so to say. And however you get your music, it's easily accessible as opposed to what it was back in the day when I went to go around the phone and go record shopping. So with those things being in place, a lot of people have more of an opportunity to do it, and it's been expanded worldwide now.
Yeah, I mean, you're speaking the truth, man. I think, hey, for the folks listening, you're getting a real master's class this evening from Jerome O. He's speaking facts, speaking truth, and elevating our minds on this whole thing called house. Question for you related to, some of your influences when it comes to house music, because you're also a producer. You're not just a DJ, but you're a producer as well.
Early influences. Like I said, the start of my career came from KLX, so watching him a lot. I was able to be under the tutelage of Glenn Underground, released a record under him, learned a lot of, mastering and sounds and arrangements from him. I listened to a lot of artists. I'm a big Ralph Gum fan. I like a lot of, and now we got to dig into the database trying to figure out names. And it's hard to say, but early, I would credit a lot of the things that I've gotten to from, like I said, KLX and Glenn Underground.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, hey, you're from back in the day. You span records back in the day. What are a couple of your favorite stories from back in the day?
Well, the one that holds true to my heart right now is the one, the Flowers. You've been in the chat. I don't know if you've ever been through the end of the chat, which is Flowers. So after every show, we close the show with Flowers, the Roland Clark and Armand Van Helden track. And that's in, respect to my partner, John Scott, who passed. And that was the first record that he ever given me. And it was an autographed copy from Roland Clark and Armand Van Helden, because they came down to gramophone when it released. And it was a test pressing. So that record probably holds the most near and dear to me right now. And at the end of every show, me and everybody that's in my chat, we load the chat up with Flowers. That's the last song. That idea was given to me by my man Rough Rock, Blessings King. And that's after every show, that's the last song I play in respects to my brother John Scott. So that record holds the most to me. But now you want to go back in the vaults, you can go back there. I'll pull some cuts out for you.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, again, you've got a couple of shows out there. So tell people about these shows. Tell people about you've got, as a producer, you also have music available on Bandcamp. So talk a little bit about, your shows where people can connect. I want everybody to get an opportunity to go out there, follow you on twitch.tv/I am DJ Jerome O. And then, by the way, if you want to try to get in on that t-shirt giveaway at the end of the show, go ahead and follow twitch.tv/DJ DLott.
You must have like a photographic memory, because I don't even remember my own Twitch page, bro. I just know it's Twitch. And I tell everybody just go to Twitch, and I'll copy the link off my Facebook page and I'll text it. Like I don't know. And there's so much stuff going on. But like you said, in regards to the Twitch page and the Bandcamp page, and I have a record on Track Source as well. It's an older one, but it's still doing numbers. My first record that I put out at the beginning of the year on Strictly Jazz Unit, which is Glenn Underground's record, I Remember. Then I put out, like I said, we had the conversation about COVID. COVID locked me down, so that gave me a lot of time to reflect on finding myself in my production. So I put out a record with Steven Rough Rock, who's in the chat, and that's the Best of Both Worlds, I believe it's called, with Stuck and Motivation. So those are two big ones. I put out an edit record, the Donny Hathaway Love, Love, Love edit, and I did a Prince edit, If I Was Your Girlfriend, all of which on Bandcamp, and there's one more. Okay, I can't remember. I'm stuck. The Twitch shows I do Monday. I Love Music 2 Mondays. Hey, here we go right here. And again, House Music Conversations, please, I need you guys to support. He's a big supporter of the show. So if you appreciate what I do, I really need you guys to support him. He's a a big supporter of me and trying to help me, service you guys. So, hey, if you support me, he's a direct reflection of what I'm trying to accomplish and give to you guys. So please, can you please extend that generosity to him? Follow him, subscribe to his pages. It'll be greatly appreciated through me. And
your people are definitely coming in.
You see this?
We got DCR. We got DCR. They just chatting. They just chatting and having a good time, listening to everything you got going on.
Right. My partner Rough Rock just put out. He said we got 9,000 streams on Spotify for Stuck. There it is. 9,000 streams for Stuck and 9,000 streams for Motivation. So those are 2 tracks that he and I put out on the record that we have on Bandcamp. And like I said, I wasn't going to put it out. He motivated me. So as regards to that, I know we're probably on a time strain, but Stuck, I did, like I said, during COVID. Trevia, Rough Rock, and my guy DCR pushed me. They were like, put it out. I wasn't going to put it out. I'm like, no. It like I didn't like it. It like Steve and Trevor was like, well, it's not what you like. It's what the people might like. Then my guy DCR got in my ear. He's like, man, it's not about you. And if you don't continue to put music out, how you going? You're going against everything you say about new music and training people or giving them something new to be heard. So I put it out, and I found a lot of peace in putting it out and appreciation for putting it out. So the love that I get from when I play stuff, like I really don't like playing my own music. Like I got stuff that I made that I won't put out. And due to those 3 people, Steve, Trevia, and DCR, I've been motivated enough to like just put stuff out. I was afraid. I was my own enemy. I was afraid to put music out. I like people wouldn't like it. And
yeah, well, I tell you what, those 2 tracks that they're talking about deserve to have 1 million streams. So everybody go out and check those out, because on the advertising that I did the other day, that's the one I'm playing, Motivation. And that thing is rocking.
So Motivation is Steve Rough Rock's.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Rough Rock. So, and when he sent it to me to master it, and somehow the funny side about that is when he sent it to me to master and I dropped it in my DAW, he was like, wait, you rearranged it? I'm like, no, that's how you sent it to me. and I added the little effects to his voice. We got the James Earl Jones voice going. I'm like, man, that sounds dope. But somehow, when I loaded it into my DAW, it quantized it different. So his claps wasn't programmed that way. And when it did it, I'm like, I like the way that sounds. And he's like, did you redo my track? And I'm like, no, why? I did it the way you did. I thought something was wrong. I'm like, damn, I done fucked up my first remix.
Now where can they buy again?
So Stuck and Motivate. Well, all 3 of the Jerome O EPs are available on Jerome O /bandcamp.com. And Motivation is on there as well. That's on the Stuck, the Best of Both Worlds album, Bandcamp on Bandcamp. So Stuck and Motivation are dual on the same album. So that's that record right there holds a lot for me and Ruff. For me and Steve, and that was the only major reason why that record came out, because I wanted it to be attached to his.
Okay. Now, I don't know if you got anything in the oven, anything you want to give a sneak peek on, but I'd love to give you opportunity to jam something if you want people to get a little taste.
Okay. Well, this is something that I'm currently working on. I've been trying to finish it for a week, and it's called We Are One. And there's significant value between that name, and that's because, again, my partner John Scott, everything that I did, he motivated me to play music the way I do. And though he's not here, everything that I do revolving around music is attached to him. So everything that I do, Twitch, DJing, John Scott, forever rest his peace, is attached to it. I love
now everybody in the chat, if you are loving it, give Jerome some love, show some hearts, let him know you're loving it. We're going to play it for about 30 seconds.
Okay, cool. Here we go.
Come on, y'all. That's fire. That is fire. Come on, y'all. Give some hand claps. Give some hand claps. Hey, you need to go ahead and get finished with that. That's smoking.
I'm not happy with the drum programming. So that's what like the biggest. Like I keep saying, I'm my biggest critic, and nothing is ever good enough for me. So my goal is to have that one done, hopefully by Friday. Hopefully by Friday I'll have that one done, and like I said, give it to the people.
Hey, well, I think a lot of people are gonna be ready to grab that one as soon as it becomes available. Hey, they still coming through. Claps, hearts, appreciating the music. Hey, let me ask you one last question as we wrap this thing up. Where do you see house going?
It's evolving into a whole nother thing. Sounds are getting better. Technology is easily accessible, so more people and more producers become available. So it's like it's rebirthing itself with every new piece of technology that becomes available. Like I said, it's easier for a lot of people to become a DJ or producer. Technology is, I'm not the biggest fan of technology, but technology is great. And as long as technology continues to get better, the sound and the evolution of house music will continue to grow. And it's a lot of dope producers out here. And, like I said, I appreciate all of them. And if you're out there listening and you're a producer, my email is ilovemusic2@gmail.com. Send me your joint. I'll run it. I'm not afraid to play new music.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now I'm going to go back on my word. I want to ask one more question.
Go ahead. You can ask a couple more questions. This is fun.
Yeah, but we got some business to get to. We got some ones and twos that are warming up.
I know. I got to get on the live stream, and it's supposed to be 7, but I told him I'd be on at 7:30.
Oh, so me and you both got work to do. But I did want to ask you because you've developed some global friendships, and this whole virtual world you talked about earlier. COVID was a blessing and a curse in many ways. Talk a little bit about the virtual experience and what you love about it.
So with me, going back to the virtual experience, started my Twitch page. Like probably had 1 or 2 people in the chat growing. So I checked into Alex Agore's chat one day, and he didn't know who I was. And he and I was like, man, that's a dope track. And he actually played my first track that I put out this year, I Remember. And I was like, what's up? He's like, wait, that's your track? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And he's like, oh shit, Jerome O is in my chat. And it's like, okay, well, you playing my track, I need some of your viewers. So he raided into me. Then I was whispering, and side chatting while he was playing. He's like, well, I raid into a lot of people. I play 6 days a week. Like, I'm not trying to play 6 days a week. DJing is a job in itself, and people don't believe that part. And
yes, it is.
He's like, okay, well, I can raid into you on Mondays. I'm like, okay, cool. So he raided into me on my first Monday. Like I said, I probably had about 5 people in my chat. And next thing you know, I got like 80 people in my chat. I froze like a deer in headlights. Like, what do I do? What do I do? All these people in my chat. And then the domino effect happened. Like they started falling out. So the 80 went to 50, the 50 went to 30, and 20, and then stayed around 15. I'm like, what did I do wrong? They didn't like my music. And he kind of like educated me on it. Like, no, that's just how it is. People, and his time frame, he plays from Chicago time, 6 a.m. in the morning to 12 p.m.
Yeah. So
he plays 6 hours a day. And he was raiding into me twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. And, and when we stopped the Global Frequency Fridays, my biggest fear was I'm not going to have a crowd in my chat anymore. And, like I said, and then, what, I was like, now you're going back to your jumping out the bed and learning how to walk again. Yeah. And I'm comfortable with the 30, 40, 50 people that come into my chat, and it's growing, and like I said, now because pretty much he and I share the same fan base. So that was one of the reasons why we decided to stop Global Frequency Fridays, so we both can grow and continue to evolve. And
That
so
makes a lot of sense. Makes a whole heck of a lot of sense. Well, it sounds like you found a way to make this grow. And for those of you who don't know, Alex Agor, that's out of Berlin, right?
Alex Agora is out of Berlin. The other gentleman who we used to rate into, who was part of Global Frequency Fridays, Studio 64, Aiden Layden. So the cycle was Alex Agora from 6 to 12, me from 12 to 5 or 4 or 5, depending. And then I would rate into Studio 64, and he played from 2 to whenever. So you figure that's pretty much a 12-hour day of just nothing but tunes.
That is awesome. That is amazing. Well, folks, you heard it here tonight from DJ Jerome O. This has been amazing. We could keep this going all night. We talked a little bit before we even started this show, and we just had a time. So, folks, we hope you've enjoyed this show. You can catch this on House Culture Conversations. You can share the replay, and definitely go to twitch.tv/DJDLott or twitch.tv/I am Jerome O. I am DJ Jerome O, or something like that. No, I didn't got mixed up. But find us out there. Find us out there. We love you. And if you heard about the giveaway earlier, then the message is it's go time. If you're following the two of us, the first 3 people I see in the comments, I'm going to hit you up in your DMs and get you one of these House Culture t-shirts as well. Thank you guys so much. DJ Jerome O, what a blessing and a privilege. We're going to talk to you real soon. Any shout outs, people you want to show some love to? Take a couple moments for that.
First and foremost, my number one, Trevia, my daughter Raven, I saw her in the chat. My mods, Dark Paradox, Liquid Dames, Honey 41. Definitely Miss K Love. I cannot, with all due respect, I love you, King. My brother Steve Rough, my brother Prescott Loren, yourself. Thank you for all the support that you've been giving me and to the channel and to the growth. I appreciate all your support. Miss Lady Lala Lori, she's been a big fan and a big supporter of mine. So that's it. And if I forgot anybody, please forgive me. It's been a rough day. I've been up for the last 18 hours, and catch me in another hour, and I guarantee you, I'm gonna remember who I did not say a name to. And I'm gonna say your name in the chat tonight, and that's it.
Hey, well, so many people love you, and they are just giving you the shout outs. Folks, it is go time. Go catch the streams, and get your party started for your Saturday night. Much love. We're gonna catch you next time on House
I got
Culture.
one more. I'm sorry, one more.
Go for it.
My brother Dub the Abstract, South Africa. South Africa's very own. He does all my artwork. Any promotion things that you see for I Love Music Too, or any streams. My guy Dub the Abstract and my guy DCR out of New York. So those are two of people that I forgot to mention, but who deserve the accolades needed.
That's all right. Well, for those of you who are going to hang out with me, we're going to see you at twitch.tv/DJ Dewey B. I'm special guesting tonight for him, a little Afro Latin house. We're going to really have a good time. And for those of you that's kicking it with DJ Jerome O, you know where to go. Peace and blessings, everybody.
All right, blessings, everybody. Love you guys.